Hello and welcome to CryptocurrenX, the show that navigates the exhilarating, terrifying, and often utterly baffling world of cryptocurrency, so you don't have to. This week we've got more twists and turns than a blockchain-themed escape room designed by Elon Musk after a six-pack of Red Bull. We're talking XRP's wild ride on the speculation roller coaster, Bitcoin becoming a potential national treasure, move over bald eagles and questionable monuments, and Coinbase somehow managing to both get hacked and join the S&P 500 in the same week. It's enough to make you wonder if someone spiked the blockchain's morning coffee. So, buckle up, grab your mining rigs, and let's dive into the chaotic, captivating world of crypto, where fortunes are made and lost faster than you can say Satoshi Nakamoto. XRP, the cryptocurrency that's always been a bit like that friend who shows up to a party uninvited, makes a big splash, and then disappears before anyone can figure out what just happened. This week, XRP decided to throw a rager, surging to a 7-week high on the back of, you guessed it, pure, unadulterated speculation. Apparently, whispers of BlackRock potentially dipping their toes into the XRP pool were enough to send investors into a frenzy. Add to that Ripple reporting increased demand from US banks and a new XRP ETF setting an inflow record, and you've got yourself a recipe for a speculative souffle that's about as stable as a Jenga tower built on a roller coaster. Bitcoin, the OG cryptocurrency, the digital gold, the decentralized dream, is now apparently vying for a spot on the Mount Rushmore of national assets. Okay, maybe not quite, but Ukraine did announce plans to create a national Bitcoin reserve, joining the ranks of forward-thinking, or perhaps slightly unhinged nations dipping their toes into the crypto pool. Meanwhile, Arizona decided to one-up everyone by becoming the second US state to establish a cryptocurrency reserve fund. This begs the question, will we soon see state flags emblazoned with Bitcoin logos? Will we pledge allegiance to the blockchain? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, Bitcoin's journey from digital novelty to potential pillar of national financial strategies is one for the history books. Well folks, it seems Coinbase decided to celebrate their upcoming S&P 500 debut in the most Coinbase way possible, with a good old-fashioned data breach. Yes, you heard that right. The company that's supposed to be at the forefront of secure cryptocurrency transactions somehow managed to expose user data like it was going out of style. But hey, at least they're consistent. In all seriousness, while the potential $400 million in reimbursements might sting a little or a lot, Coinbase joining the S&P 500 is a pretty big deal. It's like that friend who still uses Internet Explorer, finally upgrading to a smartphone. It's a sign of progress, even if it's accompanied by a healthy dose of chaos. Chapter 4: SEC's New Direction. Hold on to your hats, crypto cowboys and cowgirls, because the SEC is finally saddling up and attempting to wrangle the Wild West of crypto tokens. SEC Chair Gary Gensler, a man who seems to view cryptocurrency with the cautious optimism of a cat approaching a cucumber, announced plans to establish some actual, guidelines. The focus? Lawful issuance, custody, and trading, because apparently those are things that some people thought weren't necessary in the cryptosphere. It's a small step, sure, but hey, even a 1,000-mile journey starts with a single, slightly confused step, right? Chapter 5: Stablecoins. The next big thing? Remember when your grandma told you to keep your money under the mattress? Well, move over, grandma, because stablecoins are here to shake things up. The US Senate is apparently on the verge of passing the Genius Act, which sounds like the name of a superhero team dedicated to financial regulation, but is actually just a framework for stablecoins. And get this. Citi predicts that these digital dollars could reach a market cap of $3.7 trillion by 2030. That's more money than there are grains of sand on well, you get the idea, it's a lot. So, are stablecoins the future of finance or just another fad waiting to go bust? Only time will tell, but it's definitely a trend worth watching, especially if you're tired of explaining to your grandma why her mattress money keeps fluctuating in value. Chapter 6: International Incidents. Well, folks, it seems the international criminal underworld has discovered the joys of cryptocurrency, and they're not exactly using it to buy cat memes. This week, a New Zealand man was arrested in connection with a $263 million cryptocurrency scam, proving that even in the land of hobbits and breathtaking scenery, you can't escape the long arm of the law or the allure of easy money. Meanwhile, the FBI decided to add another chapter to their ongoing saga with the dark web, beginning proceedings to seize $1.2 million in Bitcoin from the operator of Girls Do Bleep. It seems the agency's dedication to fighting crime knows no bounds, even if it means venturing into the murky depths of the internet where no one wants to go. Chapter 7: Galaxy Digital's NASDAQ debut. In a move that can only be described as Wall Street meets the blockchain, Galaxy Digital announced its listing on NASDAQ and plans to tokenize shares. It's like that scene in a buddy cop movie where the grizzled veteran reluctantly teams up with the tech-savvy rookie, except instead of explosions and car chases we get, well, stock prices and digital assets. But hey, who are we to judge? Maybe this fusion of traditional finance and blockchain technology is exactly what the world needs. Or maybe it's just a recipe for even more confusing financial products. Only time will tell. Chapter 8. Solana, the cryptocurrency that promised us faster transactions than a cheetah on a sugar rush, seems to have hit a bit of a speed bump. Despite new ETF inflows, Sol's rally has stalled, leaving investors feeling a bit like they ordered express shipping and got stuck with the slow boat from China. At a price of $167.22, Sol is still holding its own, but the recent market fluctuations have injected a healthy dose of caution into the hearts of even the most optimistic investors. Will Solana regain its momentum and soar to new heights, or will it become another cautionary tale of overhyped crypto dreams? Stay tuned. Chapter 9. Quant, the cryptocurrency that's trying to bridge the gap between different blockchains like a digital peacemaker, continues to attract attention for its interoperability solutions. However, despite the buzz, QNT's price has been about as exciting as watching paint dry. At $90.71, it seems investors are taking a wait-and-see approach, which is probably wise considering the crypto market is about as predictable as a toddler on a sugar high. Will Quant revolutionize the way blockchains interact, or will it fade into obscurity? Only time will tell, but it's definitely a project worth keeping an eye on. Chapter 10. And finally we have Hedera, the cryptocurrency that's all about enterprise-grade applications and scalability. It's like the responsible older sibling of the crypto world, the one who always does their homework and has a stable job. At a price of $0.19075, HBAR might not be winning any popularity contests, but it's steadily gaining traction for its practical use cases. In a world of meme coins and speculative frenzy, Hedera is a refreshing reminder that sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Well, there you have it, folks. Another week in the wild, wacky, and occasionally terrifying world of cryptocurrency. As always, the only constant is change, and the only certainty is that nothing is certain. As we've seen, regulatory clarity and institutional adoption are becoming increasingly important, which is either a sign of a maturing market or the beginning of the end, depending on your level of cynicism. But hey, at least it's never boring, right? So, until next time, remember to stay informed, do your research, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. And if you ever find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the sheer madness of it all, just remember, you're not alone. We're all in this together, riding the crypto roller coaster into the great unknown. Peace. Disclaimer. The content provided in this post is for educational, entertainment, and informational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, nor should this information be considered financial or investment advice. The crypto market is as unpredictable as a cat on caffeine. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Visit CryptocurrenX.net for more info.